So today I'm going to throw myself into the YouTube fire and talk about some current design and decorating trends that I am not a fan of. If you like these trends and you have them in your home, in fact it's likely that you probably do since they're quite popular, that's great. They're just simply not for me. And maybe after watching this video, you might realize that they're not for you either. Okay, geometric accent walls. Lately, I've been seeing more and more use of the geometric accent wall in homes, and I'm concerned. I feel like they give trendy startup office vibes. I just feel like they look out of place in a home. Even gridded accent walls are pushing it for me. Why? Because it's too much of a feature. And when something is too much of a feature in an interior, first of all, you'll get tired of it. And chances are it will look outdated pretty quickly. If you're okay with switching things up frequently at home when you get tired of them, then definitely go for the geometric accent wall. But if you'd rather kind of set it and forget it, then I wouldn't recommend one of these. If you want to jazz up your room, I would suggest you do something a little more traditional, like board and batten or picture frame molding. Or if you want to be trendy, do a wood slat wall or add pole wrap somewhere. But geometric accent walls, those are a solid pass for me. Tapered and slanted furniture legs. The tapered leg is the pinnacle of mid-century modernism, and it's finally happened. It's been overdone. My problem with the mid-century modern style tapered and slanted legs is that it's been exploited. And it's because of pieces like this one. You can't just slap some tapered legs randomly on a sofa and expect it to look good. This is bad product design that saturates the market when something becomes really trendy, and it's what ruins all the things that were originally good about a design trend in the first place. I'm not knocking the mid-century modern style. I love a well-made, thoughtfully designed piece of mid-century modern furniture as much as the next person, whether it's original or not. I just kind of dislike what it's become. I do, however, think that the mid-century modern everything trend is on its way out precisely because it's been overdone. Fridges with windows. Let's talk about fridges with windows. They look great in the store. They look great on the websites, but unless my fridge is 100% of the time sparkling clean and stocked only with LaCroix water, it won't look great in my home. It would just make me feel bad every time I looked at it. The counter argument for window fridges, of course, is that you save energy by being able to see what's inside without opening the doors, and they're an incentive to keep things tidy. I'm not buying it. Of course, there are a few select superhumans who clean their fridge frequently and have the time and willpower to keep it looking perfect at all times. But for me, a fridge with a window is just gonna result in extra anxiety, and who needs that? But wait, it gets better. If having a window in your fridge wasn't enough, then we need to talk about what I call the knock-knock fridge. They're not called that, I just call them that. I have no idea what they're called. Once you knock, it lights up so that you can see what's inside. The first time I saw them advertised, I actually thought it was a joke. It reminds me of the clap-on, clap-off lights from the 90s.
Clap on, clap off.
Now I almost want one, but only almost. Let's not get carried away here. Live edge wood. Sorry, not a fan. For me, I feel like live edge wood just looks too rustic. I just prefer clean lines and finishes, what can I say? Don't come at me with
live edge isn't a trend. You clearly haven't seen George Nakashima's work.
I know his work, I know how long his work's been around for, and I'm still not a fan. I'm just saying, I can think of other ways I'd like to spend $75,000 rather than on this one coffee table, which also has a slanted leg, I might add. I think there are definitely certain settings where a live edge wood piece could work, like maybe in some kind of naturey resort type place, like on the West Coast, or in a library, or a tech startup. Then at least you could count the lines in the wood pattern when you get stuck in a meeting that could have been avoided by sending an email. So yeah, live edge wouldn't be my first choice. But this comes down to personal design preferences. For example, wabi-sabi lovers might really like to add some raw edge furniture into their space. If you like the organic and perfect look that raw wood brings to an interior, then it might be perfect for you. The single open kitchen shelf. I think the single open kitchen shelf looks absolutely beautiful in pictures when it's styled with expensive decor and paired with incredibly expensive marbles and other luxury materials. And there's all this bare wall space and breathing room and the restraint, and it's undeniably gorgeous. And if you have a live-in housekeeper and the pantry the size of the average apartment, this is a great idea. But if you're a normal peon like me who cleans her own kitchen and has a pantry the size of Nothing. I don't have a pantry. The single open shelf in the kitchen just won't work. Look, if you have the space in your home to relocate everything that would have been in those upper cabinets to someplace else, like a big pantry or a wall of storage, then maybe this trend will work for you. But as you know, a kitchen gets greasy really fast and it will be a hassle to keep your shelf clean. And that's why I still wouldn't do it. For me, the single open shelf in the kitchen sacrifices way too much functionality in order to be justified. Freestyle gallery walls. So gallery walls. I love a gridded gallery wall, but the freestyle ones, I rarely see freestyle gallery walls that I actually feel look good. Andrea here is a rare exception. She does an amazing freestyle gallery wall. She's forever switching things up and she actually manages to always nail it. Although I gotta say, keeping a gallery wall looking this good feels like it's a full-time job. Unfortunately, more often than not, I feel like the freestyle type of gallery wall just looks chaotic, cluttered, and busy. Personally, I prefer large-scale art to gallery walls. I think it's difficult to make a space look worse if you add a large piece of art to it. Designer coffee table books. Everyone is styling with the same 3 coffee table books, which is fine. But I think this trend really broke me when I saw a DIY of someone creating fake designer book covers. It made me really sad. I just don't think your interior is elevated by having Gucci and Tom Ford books, whether they're real or not. There are many, many beautiful coffee table books out there, whether you pick them up at the thrift store, like I do, or whether you buy them new. But you don't have to spend $80 to specifically buy 8100 to use as a riser for your candle. You really don't. With all that being said, I'll link the 8100 book in the description so you can buy it. Just kidding. Your living room coffee table is not gonna look any better with that title versus another, and if you have friends judging you for the titles of the books that you style with, you need new friends. Okay everyone, I think that's enough controversy for one day, so make sure you let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Also, if there are any other interior design trends that you're not a fan of that I should add to my list, let me know. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!